Hi, I'm Campoy Girl 713. I'm also the Nogal Cherries on YouTube, and this is my tutorial for how to do corkscrews, or as I've heard them called before, veils. When I first started in poi, I'd already known a little bit about belly dancing, and we also use this trick with silk veils. So I'm kind of used to this trick in a different manner, and today we're going to do it with poi. Today we're going to learn how to do a corkscrew, or as I have seen them be called before, a veil. Well, it's snowing and it's about 28 degrees, but I really love this trick and I really love that you're still putting out challenges. I'm using the Flow Toys Pod Poi today for this one. They're the same color almost as some of my outfit, but they're a little bit offset from the white background. It's pretty snowy. I think we've got about 2 inches today. On a corkscrew, no matter which way you think you can do it, I would love it if you try, first off, to do both directions while standing in a side profile. Really, by just always try it with one if you want. Make a little circle up here, make a little circle down there. A little circle up here, little circle down there, and eventually you're making this almost a figure 8 but not quite pattern, and it's a corkscrew. And when you add the other one in there to just kind of follow along with it, it is going around your hand in a circular motion. Both hands are moving, both poi are moving, and I tend to always move with this trick too, going underneath it and turning around, sometimes doing the opposite turn of what it is. And as I said earlier, I'd love you to start by trying to do this both directions right away. The sooner you try it both directions, the easier it becomes in your muscle memory to do it either way. I use this when I'm doing some of these in a little bit of a routine, and maybe I want to switch it up a little bit. I sometimes use corkscrews instead of stalls, and I know that's weird, but that's just the way I do that. So when I was belly dancing too, we did this a little bit differently too. First off, we'd have a veil, a sheet between us, and be making a full circle 360 while showing off the whole veil. And with poi, you're not far away. You're not too far away. With the poi, you're not too far away. You're doing it together. Your hands are almost touching. I actually do not have my hands touching most of the time. For the sake of it being cold, they're touching today. There are different ways to do this too. You know, a different plane to do it in is only up here when you're making that all the way down, or taking it all the way up your body. But I would also like to tell you that when you're doing this, you are kind of doing a body tracer with your hands, but not your poi. Without the poi for a moment, you are making this circle and kind of following each other and making a body tracer about where you want the audience looking. They're going to look where your hands are, not where just the poi are. And I think that that's kind of a little bit more important than you want to believe. But this is, with the poi, they make a big circle, and you've got a corkscrew, like you're going all the way up and all the way down. And you can work with it on every angle, every part of your body. Like I said, doing it with one to start with might be easier for some, where you're making a circle up here and a circle down there and eventually smoothing out the pattern. And you want to be able to do that with both poi, in both directions, with both hands. Especially if you aren't used to using both hands and both poi while you're doing this. Try it out first, and you can just use it as a little warm-up. You want to be able to do a circle here, circle there, and then eventually smooth it out. And you're going to put in that other hand and make it follow it. And in this one, I was using my left hand to lead, and I went into a weave. And sometimes I use it to go into a butterfly, or a reverse butterfly, or I use it to get out of them as well. This is essentially a weave, but not on a side profile, but on a up and down profile plate. That's